is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. We're doing 2 customer screens today. We're going to do a 100-inch and a 120-inch. Get them done, get them ready, get them good to go. So let's get some things set up outside that we're going to need. Pretty sure I bought scissors downstairs with me. Can't remember if I did. I'm always leaving something upstairs. Oh, I got the knife down here. I just use a knife. That's what we use. Don't go breaking my heart. Oh, you are losing. Get some string up. Right now we're prepping the rails outside. One of my rails, support beams to the house, actually supports the 100-inch perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. The other one, that's something else. Actually fits the 150 inches quite nicely. But the 120 inches, yeah. So that's the rail we're going to use for that side. With the 120s, sorry, 100 inch on this one. We should be getting 120 inch on that one, I'm not sure. Then also today, which is fantastic, we have no wind, which is good. Wind is good because we have screens blowing all over the place, but when the sun comes up, when it's having that wind there is really bad. I need to have my bug zappers out here. I told you about the old West Nile virus thing. I'm not trying to go down that road. Matter of fact, I need to check this area to see if we have any still water anywhere, so we don't have that issue for me or anybody else. We don't need to be attracting anything extra down here. If this stuff gets pretty bad, I'm going to get me an industrial bug whacker out here, and I'm just going to knock everything. I like to kill hand bugs at the end of the day. It's something I don't like to do. But they got to go. I don't want to kill everything else in the process. I'm the kind of person, I had a caliper the other day crawl I don't know how I did it, but it got halfway in here. I had to pick it up, take it all the way over, put it back in the bushes so that way nothing would happen to it. Or if I pick up rocks and there's things moving around, I'll put rocks back in its place or something else in its place because I don't like to disturb things. So yeah, something's got to go. Got to do something to get rid of them. Hard vinegar and water was actually pretty good. Ah, you see my transformality? Ooh. Yes, my transformality. Slowly but surely. Yeah, working out every day and eating 1 meal a day. That's it. That's all you eat, 1 meal a day. All it is basically discipline. Tell yourself you can't have it, period. 1 meal a day. And if we can finally, please, get these freaking variants under control, for goodness sakes. I would like to go back to class and finish my training. I haven't been in training like 3 years, or 4 years, I think it has been. I've been back in. So, yeah, I want to go back to training. Alright, 100-inch screen. If I put a 20, sirree. Yes, sir. Bam. Okay. We have, let's see. We got that. That's done. Yeah. Okay. We need to get the bungee for that side. Let me get some of that. Sir. There you go. Yeah, so 1 meal a day. That was my training before I got into that whole one fiasco craziness. And I tell you one thing, that prednisone, I don't know if that stuff even works. To tell you the truth. Maybe it works for some people. It doesn't seem to be working for me. I mean, I take it once in a blue, but mainly the one thing I take the most is my Symbicort. That's the one that allowed me to strengthen my lungs, so I can go back into lifting a little bit to get myself back in. But that's the one that worked out the most, was the Symbicort. Basically, first things first is back it up. God is the reason why it all worked out. And then the medication. We give him the glory first. All right, so we're gonna put a 100-inch screen up, and we got our bungees and everything attached, and we should be good. Yeah, we're on the wrong side. I want to be on. Does it really make a difference? Besides, yeah, I really want to be on this side, honestly. Ooh, yeah. Okay, that's already up. All we gotta do now is just, we're done. I want to do a 100-inch of one of these for myself. This would be a good place to do the front and rear, to tell you the truth. Yeah, this would be a good idea. Put it right here, there, and right here. Actually, tell you the truth. I might use one of these to haunt the driveway, which would be perfect because no, we use a micro mesh. Now that the micro mesh is interesting because the micro mesh problem we have with that is that we hit that, you still get the glare from the projector pushing through. That's more for like advertising displays. That's what that's pretty much good for. If we use the clear plastic, we use that and we coat that. Then if it's a windy day, we run the risk of the wind buckling this thing back and forth. That's going to be an issue. This would be perfect because we can get the projector to push through it, cancel out the lamp glare, air can travel through it, and sound can travel through it. This would be perfect for our display. So again, I'm doing this because we got people that are interested in using our stuff around that time, Christmas, stuff like that, for those different forms of displays. I want to get a copy of that. I think, not being petty here, but I want a copy of that image I was when I was sitting in the chair. You know, the one that the other one likes to post. I need that before and after. That's what I want. My new weight set comes in. So right now, I got myself down to my ideal weight where I need to be at. Still dropping more weight. My next stage is to, I have my dumbbells. I have my power bar. I have my, what's it called? Chin up bar. I have all that stuff that you should need but I need my full weight set in. That's what I need. That's what I had at the other house. I'd leave that behind. It was like a $600 weight set. So I'm bringing that in, set it up, and then hopefully, and about my timeline is probably around, I say another 7 months, I should be back, but a little bit bigger. And the prednisones, I can use that because the prednisones make me gain weight, so I can turn that into muscle mass as long as I basically measure it out correctly. You gotta be careful, man. Sometimes, like I said, doctors are doctors, what they are. But they had me on that stuff, and that stuff was making me super heavy. And the last thing you do, you want to be heavy with lung issues. That's the last thing. And you need to work out, especially if you have lung issues. You need to work out. You got to build your lungs up. I think that's the reason why I was able to get through what I got through in that house, because I was 225. I was lifting weights. I don't smoke, don't drink. I don't like coffee. I drink tea. Everything's caffeinated. And right now, because of the whole mucus buildup, sorry about that, people, if you're eating, you get that basically when you have respiratory issues. I don't touch any dairy at all. So none at all. Everything, most of my stuff is vegan. So I guess that was kind of a good thing too, because I was drinking way too much milk, a lot of milk. So that's good too. And then the hard part was get up in the morning and just doing this first exercise and getting my lungs used to opening up and breathing. That pain I had to go through, that process I had to go through. But like I said, not quite there yet, but at least I'm starting, I'm getting there. So I was used to having that workout every single day, and now I was like, can't do this anymore. I need the prednisones make you gain weight and all that, but I got the doses down to what I want and what I need for my body. That 40 milligrams, we ain't doing that at the end of the day. We do about 20 milligrams. That's all we need. That's it. That's all. So I figured out something else too. So last couple of days I've been, get with me, been having a little hard time breathing here and there. And I'm thinking it's maybe because of the heat. I'm used to working in the heat. I was working in the heat when my lungs were jacked up. So still couldn't put a finger on that one today. And it can't be COVID. I'm literally not around anybody. I'm in the house 24/7, so I really don't have any social contact with nobody. And the people I do have social contact with, these people have very little social contact with other people. So that's why once in a blue moon, I see them. So it couldn't have been that. So still had this blockage in my chest. Couldn't figure out what it was. Last night, I woke up and acid came out of my mouth. And I was like, shoot, that's what it was. I like to eat. I don't eat at night. I don't snack or any of that stuff. If I eat at night, it's probably ice pops. That's it. That's another thing too. I got rid of the snacking issue with the chips, potato chips and all that stuff, and replaced it with popsicles, watermelon, stuff like that. You know what I mean? That doesn't gain any weight at all, period. So anyway, with that right there, yeah, always acid came up. That came from eating like ramen, like the noodles. And that came from that eating that bowl last night. And yeah, that stuff came up. Took the Tums, basically flushed out with some water, a lot of praying, because that stuff hurt like a mother jumper. Really hurt really bad. And now, nothing. My lungs are clear, breathing good. Got a chance to work out a little bit this morning, not pushing, but a little bit of workout this morning. I feel great. And again, most importantly, out of all things, prayer, 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 prayer. Very important. Not going to see the doctor like, well, what do you think? No, your stuff didn't work at the end of the day. God did work at the end of the day. I'm trying to take credit for that. Doctor Who. Doctor Who. I would love to have a doctor named Doctor Who. All right. Let's get this done because we want to get all this finished before the heat. I looked at the freaking weather. I really don't watch the weather too much. I watched the weather today. I was like, God, are you freaking kidding me? England? Is that hot? It's like 100 degrees. It's all the way across. Wow. All right. So we're going to get, this is the 100-inch screen for the customer. We're going to blast this one, and then we got a 120-inch to knock out. We'll blast that one. We'll be done. Get them inside, set them up, and do the rest more. Before we start all that, let's go take care of this first. So that's the formula and the container right there. Right there, that's the formula container right there. So beautiful. Now I'll tell you something. The image that the individual was showing me in the chair, that right there was my wake-up call right there, that I needed to change things. I had no idea I was getting that big. I'm like, okay, we got to change things. That was my wake-up call. So when I saw that, I'm thinking, it didn't bother me or hurt me or anything. It was like, okay, we need to change things, because I was never, ever that size, ever. Like, ever. I'm like, okay, something's got to change. I'm 53 years old. If we continue on that path, this is not going to be good for us, especially with the breathing and all that. We need to fix it. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. Because of that, now I'm back to my diets. I'm back to eating more healthier. I'm basically cutting a lot of foods out of my diet, like soda, all that stuff. I don't eat junk food. It's just because I can't get out to eat junk food, so that's gone. I'm back to my working out, buying my weights. I'm going online and talking to a nutrition on how I need to go about on basically bettering myself, so that way I can live a little bit longer with what I'm dealing with in life. So thank you so much. All right, so we got to mark our date onto our container. Oh, see, I'm getting it and working it out. So yeah, I'm getting it and working it out. It's a long process, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. I don't want to be much bigger, much bigger. I'm not gigantic, like huge, but no, it's a start. That first beginning is a start. That's why I tell you, if you're working out and you're seeing a little bit, you're seeing an improvement, or just get up and just doing it, period, you know, changing it at all, it is the beginning of your process. All right, we got 07 slash, that's the container for their formula, 07 slash 20 slash 22. So when you get your screen, there's going to be a tag on it, and on that tag, yeah, I got to go back into hand sewing. I love hand sewing anyway. It doesn't make a difference. You have a little tag there, and on that tag will basically have your batch number. So there it'll be right there. We're putting them on all screens now. No big difference. I just want to make sure my customers can go back and trace their stuff. And there's the formula right there. Okie dokie. Let's get outside and get it done. Yeah, much better. So I'm gonna copy that picture and put it up. That's my motivation right there. Keep working, keep working. And at the end of the day, please don't flatter yourself. This is, and it would be weird if you think that. That'd be kind of weird just to say that altogether. That if you think that's for you, ew. No, it's for me. That's what it's for. So don't say, oh, yeah. There you go. It's not because I look at it and go, oh, I'm embarrassed. No, it's because that weight is dangerous, especially like I said with my issues with not being able to breathe too well. It's very dangerous. So yeah, that's what we can call it. Yeah, that stuff right there had to go. I went to the doctor and yeah, I'm minimizing that stuff in my system. Now, when I start getting to the ideal mass weight I want to get to, I am going to basically start taking it, not for that particular purpose, I started to take it for myself, but I'll take a little bit more of it, which is good. It's going to help some of the stuff in my body. And on top of that, it's going to allow me to gain a little bit more weight, which I can turn it into muscle. All right, let's get this knocked out, get this done, so we get yippee-ki-yay! And all that good stuff. I think I was drinking way too much juice. More water today. I'm drinking nothing water today. All right, let's get you guys back here. So I end up painting my camera. Done that one a couple times. All right. Let's get this thing done and blasted. Weather's really nice. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's that bucket at? wow. The 120 inches. We've never seen these before. So these are these clamps that allow you to hang your screen up. Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, customer got something coming in this package. I didn't even know they came with these. Okay, these are for you. Enjoy. These are pretty cool. Kind of like a Velcro kind of runner type. Very nice. Gotta show you this. I got a bird feed. So I got a couple of bird feeders for the front of the house. We got 2 of them out there for the front. So that's why the birds on the driveway. Birds, squirrels, everything. And then up here, we gotta cut the grass too, but I ain't doing that anytime soon. I'm gonna let this sucker grow like the corn in Kansas. Got my birds out here in the front coming in. We got cats and birds and everything else coming up on the porch. That's all baby fox. I want to kind of my camera to record it. It'll probably come back up again. I know the mother ain't too far from it. But I am now considered to be the Dr. Dulu of the neighborhood. I got more birds. All probably across the street are bird watchers. They're all bird watchers. I found that out. A few bird watchers across the street. My favorite is red robin. That's my favorite bird. I like the blue jays, but I love the red robin. So I got an agreement with a neighbor over here. I got a real powerful system upstairs. Not a real big system, but I think it's loud. I didn't think the sound was traveling that far over. No, I'm just joking. I was going to say the agreement was that y'all don't do what y'all do, and I don't play Van Halen at 3 o'clock in the morning on my sound system. I'm only joking. I don't do that. No, it's been quiet. It's been nice and peaceful. I think that kind of neighbor. Everybody's really, really peaceful. Talk to them. That's it. Nice and quiet. Nice and peaceful. So I'm pretty sure they don't want to hear Van Halen right now. I'm playing out my system downstairs, and yeah. I'll tell you one thing. I've never seen anybody so unorganized. I'm not trying to judge people, but organized. But like, how do you leave all your tools out like that? I mean, it's just like he'll start the work and then he doesn't finish it. That tells you right there, procrastinator, right there, right from the door. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I mean, usually, you know, that kind of equipment you bring inside the house, because at any given time down here, we get rain, anything pops up. Okay, I'm glad these are gated off. I'm happy these are gated off. They got joints over here, so I guess they got to get along. There's this joint. You can walk up in their yard, you can walk up in your yard. But over here, mine is gated off. I couldn't imagine coming out there and seeing that monstrosity staring me in the face. I don't even like seeing this. month is for, yeah, because it's going to be 120, which means they're going to be hitting not here, maybe hitting there. That's just basic common sense. It's trying to slam. Should have had it on that side. Keep that going. All right. That's what I should have had it. I thought I had it. Right on that side. Man, out here reminds me of my grandmother. My grandmother lived out in the country. Wake up in the morning, not early, not 6 o'clock in the morning, about 6 or 7 years old. I wake up in the morning, and all you would hear is just nothing but birds all day. And then later on the day, you would hear nothing but gunshots, because right across the cornfield, we had woods, and they would hunt down there frequently. Other than that, man, ooh, we got a crow here. Check out. He's coming in. There he is, right there on the gate. Oh, crow next to us. Squirrel. We took off. Squirrel and crow next to each other. I like this area because it's a bit of a safe haven for the animals. They can come in here in this little pocket area and they can eat and drink, and they don't kill each other because there's plenty of food to go around for everybody. Alright. Pretty much I would probably do if I had like, 50 acres or something. That would be nice. Half of it would be a sanctuary for animals. Oh, you got us in the wrong direction. No, you're good. All right, yeah, I got bit. So I really don't worry about mosquito bites and all that stuff too much because you know a good remedy for mosquito bites, toothpaste. Yeah, try it. You haven't heard it? That's what it is. Toothpaste. A friend of mine, she used to do landscaping and all this stuff. She don't do it anymore. She's older now. And she used to design her own barbecue pits. Oh, the barbecue pit that she had set up on her spread was really quite nice. It was like a bay, had a huge nice pit in the middle, had a nice seating area, but the smoke was basically being redirected in areas on the property because bugs don't like smoke. And I thought that was freaking cool. Good morning, people. Good morning. Natural creatures. The whole purpose. What's the purpose of mosquito? I think mosquito was a plague. I really do. There are certain things on the earth that were put here for plagues. Did you know that? That's in the Bible about Moses and Pharaoh. There's certain things that were here to be plagues. And I think I gotta look that up. What was the purpose of the mosquito? Like, does it really serve a purpose, or were they just here for biblical times because of the plague? Man, I don't see the. I guess they feed other things. I guess that would be it. Oh, I'm so glad I don't have the neighbors that go, "Hey, partner, what you doing?" Oh, thank goodness my neighbors are not like that. I can't stand those neighbors. Those ones that bug you for every freaking thing. I'm glad the people in the neighborhood think I'm weird and stay away from them. I like it better that way. I couldn't do it, that crap. What you did in a day? 40,000 questions. You can't get nothing done because I too busy asking the dumbest questions you could possibly think of. Never had that problem since I've been up here. Never. Usually, if I'm out there moving about doing something, but then again, most people in here are always working on projects, always doing something. I'm pretty sure they don't want to be bugged either. That's why I never asked them anything. Good gracious, every time I try to get like filming or something. All right, let's knock this out. You know, there's ones that basically don't work with their hands and constantly ask them questions. What you doing? What you up to? What's that power tool for? Why don't you buy one to find out? I don't try to be rude, but come on. I mean, goodness gracious. Especially when I'm recording. Oh, my goodness. That's why I tell them, like, look, we're recording down here such and such and so that way they don't be even near the camera. They're cool with it. They're cool with it. I'm surprised the golf ball is never going through that window. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's not good. Shoot. Too far back. Oh, yes. I think I'm gonna start doing that. My signature move. I take and put this like, with the other one we put the sword in like. I hear you, Mr. Crow. I hear you. You guys came in for some food. Yeah. Now for those of you thinking, oh, he's just being freaking picture. No, I actually do have crows that go on back here. Actually, we get about 30, 40 of them bad boys. They come in like freaking like, hey, people, what's up? What's going on with you guys over here? Here, up in the trees talking. Oh, I couldn't stand that guy, freaking Raven from wrestling. What about me? What about Raven? Quote the Raven evermore. Shut up. Okay, you gotta dump this bucket. That bucket, that bucket. Now usually them brick buckets we have over there for supporting our screens, they are heavy to pour out. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop some vinegar in there. Now to get rid of the, if any mosquitoes are in there trying to do whatever they're trying to do, I'm going to go get my vinegar right now. I swear. I see some people agitating, doing some dumb stuff. So I told you, we got a full wraparound over here. So like I got cameras that people can see, but I got cameras that people can't see. Those are the hiddens. And those suckers pick up everything. So I have my camera here in the driveway. And I'm sitting upstairs in the bathroom getting the vinegar. And I see on the monitor, the guy stopped and then looked down the driveway. And he looked again. I'm like, go ahead, go down the driveway. Dummy. Dumb stuff, I swear. I hope you're shooting up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come out here with my drill and I'm gonna punch holes in all those buckets so we can get water to leak out. Yeah, that's a great way to explain how while you're halfway down in my driveway, and what are you gonna say? I made a wrong turn? Yeah, you made a wrong turn, all right. Yeah, sitting there staring down at my freaking camera. I'm watching you the whole time on the monitor. It ain't gonna take me about a couple minutes to either get to the front door, or I might just come around back and catch you in the middle. Man, I was raised better than that when we was kids. I don't know how these people are raised today. He should know. He was pretty older. He should know better. Don't walk down somebody's driveway. We even was playing basketball or something we're doing, and the ball rolled into the neighbor's yard or whatever. We just go next door and just hit the doorbell and just go, hey, you know, ball's over there. Unless he was a complete jerk and didn't want to give the ball back, then I just go get my dad and have him go over and have a conversation with him. Yeah. We did have a neighbor attack. If it landed in the yard, it was his. So my dad put a huge mesh fence from one end to the next, so that way if we kicked it, it wouldn't land over there. We didn't argue about it because, again, like I said, it wasn't blocking any airflow, and at that, you didn't have the balls landing in the backyard, so I guess it was a win-win on that one. Oh man. All right, so while this is getting ready, I'll go in and get the cannon cleaned out, get the other screen to hang up, and that'll be it. So today I thought, well, this is gonna be hot. My equipment won't be here to keep my basement nice and cool. I was going to do the same thing I got upstairs. Upstairs is ice cold. Ice cold. Blessing from the Lord. Ice cold. So we got the AC running. I run that all day, all night. Don't care. And we got the fans pushing it, cooling the air back and forth. I don't know what's going on this year. Last year, kitchen literally was so freaking hot. I was going to put a portable in there because the windows are shaped vertical or horizontal, whatever. And I was going to put the cooling system in there, but the kitchen's nice and cool. It's really nice and cool. So that's the blessing right there. So we don't got to put one in there. But basically with the AC, I just do all airflow. I drop an AC into one room, put a fan in there, and just push the air through. They used to make these things called doorway fans. They're real nice. Good for circulating heat and stuff like that, but I haven't seen them in a while. Good. I think his coordination ain't correct. That's an easy takedown. That's not. So just want to walk up on A real quick. Yeah, I was talking to Wooded Vinegar Strong. I was talking to a friend of mine. I ain't got no wrong with people that. Then I got Jamaican in my family. I got a lot of Jamaicans in my family, and I got friends that are blah 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 blah. And on top of that being my color, I got friends that do that every day. So I really don't care at the end of the day. But as I told you before, that stuff. I mean, for me personally, this is my personal opinion, and I got a right freedom of speech. But that stuff slows your reflexes down. I'm not gonna say much, but trust me, I know firsthand experience. So basically, yeah, it slows your reflexes down. I don't smoke it, but I've been in incidents where basically a few people were just running their mouths a little too much, and and one thing led to another, and it was pretty much just basically sidestepping and just tagging them so easy because their reflexes are so freaking slow. I'm not going to hit you. I'm just going to sidestep you and tag you. There's no point in basically using full contact. What's the point? Hey, birdie. Oh, the birdies are coming in. Ooh, we just flew past the camera. That is freaking sick. I got to get the bigger cameras out here. We need my nature cameras out here. I got one. I'm going to show you where the other one's at. I got one right here. One there. It's a big boy, too. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. I love this. This is my pastime, people. This is what I love. I love to feed my animals. Just my other unit right there. That's all remote control. So I can remote control all my cameras from upstairs. Take pictures, everything. That's what the ghillie suit is for. So I came out here full ghillie. I was tucked over in the bushes. And they were over there having a little, I don't know what they're doing. And imagine if you could see the bushes get up and move and walk into the house. I had my camera equipment on me. So I saw somebody on TikTok. Pretty cool. They have hummingbirds that invade their backyard. So the woman, what she did was she got a full ghillie, sat in the grass, and she put this kind of visor that kind of stuck out from her face. And she was recording with the GoPro these hummingbirds that were coming right down, and they were feeding the nectar, whatever she had in that little container. They were feeding right there in front of her eyes, and she was recording it. Freaking amazing. I'm pretty sure they could sense there's a human there, but still freaking amazing. She had to build up some kind of bond, some kind of trust with them. But I just saw when one just flew right past the camera, a little higher up. Oh, that's beautiful. Never really was much into birds, I'll tell you that much. I guess when you get older and things start to slow down, you start to appreciate things in life a little bit better. Sure, taking the time to look at things. Some people, when they're older, they still don't see it. But you get to appreciate things. This is what I like. This is what's bugging me right here. Now, these are what attracts. Is it Tuesday? Crap, I forgot to take out trash. Whatever. Anyway, my trash isn't a lot anyway. But anyway, these right here are the honeysuckles that I've seen a couple of hummingbirds attracted to. I would love to add those to the collection too. But the jerks over at the golf course, this is their stuff right here. This is what's choking out my stuff. This is all them. So they need to come over here. I got to call them tomorrow. They need to come here and cut this down. Let me take a look at this. I want to be 100% sure before I start basically, well, that technically is mine. All right. Got to order some giant choppers. What's this one? Oh crap, that's mine too. That was half and half, but where's that root coming in at? Looks like I had to talk to these people over here in this house. What the freak did you people grow out here? All right, I need to cut that. That definitely got to be cut. That's definitely out of control. That's their work. All right, so where's this one coming in at? That's theirs. Thank God that's theirs. That's the heaviest one. So that's behind the gate. That's theirs. So this one belongs to them. That one's behind the gate. That's theirs too. What do we got here? This one is coming up through my gate, but the main route is on the opposite side. So that's theirs. Wow! 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 Did you know I come back in the house, right? You crazy man, you. Stop being so crazy. Coming back in, I'm just doing something. So needy. Always so needy. How dare you be so needy? All right, this one right here. Nah, this is on their side too. It's actually pushing through the gate. Mother George. These are theirs. Yeah, they're cutting these down today. Seriously, killing my freaking honeysuckles, man. I got my post here for my cameras, my other cameras I'm putting in. Yeah, this is on their side. Freaking George. I'm thinking that when I saw the first one, I'm like, okay, that's got to be us. No, that's them. That's why I had to go over and had that conversation with that neighbor over there. Felt the need to go in there and run his mouth. I had to have a conversation with him. That's why one thing I don't like. Come and talk to me instead of running your mouth at the end of the day. He's thinking this is me. This is me growing my stuff like this. I'm like, no. First, I thought it was at first. I was going to get that huge trimmers and all to take it down. But then when I started inspecting, I was like, wait a minute. These are on the opposite side. This is the golf course. And then the woman across the street has been here the longest, which I'm good friends with, has confirmed it. This was always from the golf course. So, this joke over here on the other end, talking about, oh, he had to call the city or whatever because of blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I caught that joker. He had to come over here, he cut my grass for me when my lungs were messed up. So he comes over, he cuts the grass down, you know, and I catch him when he's going out. So yeah, I got to talk to you for a minute, my man. I said, yeah, do me a favor. Y'all got a problem? You'll come over and you talk to me about it. I don't want no, you know, if you got something to say, you come over, you talk to me, and we go from there. If you came over, you'd realize, number one, I had lung damage. That's why we had the ambulance coming to the house back and forth, because I was having some issues before the medication kicked in. And number two, the bushes on that side are the golf course, not mine. So next time, come over and have a conversation. I didn't see, yeah. Well, guess what? I heard, I know. So, okay. That's why we don't speak. Don't do that nonsense. You come over and have a conversation with me. I had this joker come up to the door, called John, or whatever his name is. Real nice dude, cool dude. The inspector was cool as I don't know what. And he saw it too. And he said, okay, don't worry about it, Mr. Bird. But make sure you cut this and that, blah, blah. So don't worry, I got it. which I do. I take care of it. But that dumb nonsense, you got a problem, you come over and you want to address me. You don't do that freaking girly nonsense at the end of the day. Be a man, for goodness sakes. Come over and talk to me. Came over and talked to me. We could have squashed all that nonsense from the door and became good friends after that. But no, you had to be a woman at the end of the day. Sorry about that, people. But sometimes that crap ticks me off. We don't have that issue anymore. I guess he must be the town crier, because I guess he must have talked to everybody else on that side, and now that's it. Nobody looks in my direction over here, except for Tony. Tony's cool. I like Tony. Tony comes over and talks to you. That's what I respect about Tony. I have my system back here blaring. You might have seen it on camera one time. I have my system back here blaring, and I don't realize when I'm back here. I don't hear it because I'm right in the middle of it all. But there's no houses on this side, so my sound does travel over there occasionally from time to time. And man had an accident. He has migraine issues. I know how that feels because I went through a windshield, went through all that bull crap before I have migraines the same way as he does. And some days I just don't want to hear jack. I just have my house nice and quiet. But anyway, he came over and we talked over here. And then I brought him over to the back because he wanted to see what the screen looked like. And he was blown away by it. But he kept apologizing over and over and over again. I was like, no, it's not necessary, man. I can understand. Sometimes my stuff travels. So, you know, I'll try to keep it down. I met his wife. His wife is real nice too, real pleasant woman. She came over and she was real nice. But other than that, he came over and talked to me. That's why I respect him. But that other joker, no snitch. We all got them. We all know we all got them. We got those particular neighbors. Thank God he lives way over there, not next to me, because we would have issues at the end of the day. Try to be a Christian at the end of the day, but please don't bring me out. Just come over and talk to me. I'm a very reasonable person at the end of the day. Just come over and talk to me. That's it. I'm not going to sit there and go, well, you need to shut up, because I do what the freak I want to do, and blah, blah, blah. I'm not that type of person, no. Come over and talk to me. We'll work it out, and we'll move on from there. If you're going to be snitching behind my back, and no, we're going to have a conversation about that. That was his wife. We didn't see it. When I said a woman walk across with her dog, I said his wife walking over here. His wife was nice, real pleasant. I met her, real nice. But he's a jerk. He's a freaking jerk. I knew he was going to be a jerk. The first minute I moved down here, I knew he was going to be a jerk. Because I didn't have, all my screens were in the truck parked in the driveway. That's the one that came down, has the big 80-inch screen in his window. Hope he sees the video too. But I don't think he watches. But anyway, he has a big screen in his window, and he goes, "Oh, you got to get yourself an 80-inch screen TV, buddy. You don't know what I do for a living. You'd be surprised." Yeah, because you know that's how you want to show off those movies. You know that's how you want it to be. You know, you want that real movie experience. And I'm sitting there looking at my girlfriend, sitting there laughing. My ex is sitting there laughing on her breath, like, man, okay. He don't know. And he found out the hard way. He came over here to remove the coffee table, and I had a 126-inch. With the freaking Optima GT55 on the table, lights on the floor, all the lights on, and the landlord's over there just blown away by the screen. She's like, my goodness, got all the lights on, the screen's black. She loves our technology. And he got that upside down frown. He's upset. Yeah, somebody got a better screen than you. Then he came out and I showed him the big screen we had out here. I brought him to the backyard to see it. Yeah, bye. Yeah. I can get anything I want. I got connections and so. I bet you I can get that. I bet you can't. There, here's the number. Call the company. My number came and started ringing. Hello? How can I help you? Yeah, get out of my backyard. I'll tell you people, I try, we're all human at the end of the day, and I try my hardest to try to turn the other cheek. But man, sometimes it's just some people at the end of the day, they even can push a Christian to lose their temper from time to time. And that buddy, he's a jerk. Oh, he was such a jerk. Yeah, I can get anything I want. I'll call the company. I'll have it just like that. Oh, here's a number right here. Call them. And my phone rings. Hello? Crystal Witch Technology Screens. How can I help you? I'm looking right at him when I'm talking. Okay. All right, we're just about done. Let me get this other screen here. Tell me this finish. Rain, rain, glory, come again another day. I want to get an outer box so badly for my projector so I can work out in the rain. I want to do a demonstration while it's raining. Aren't you a big mosquito sitting right there on top of my cell phone? How dare you? I might take your life. No, 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 you can live, you can live. No, never mind, you died. I'm afraid. I'm not letting you live. All right, let's get this one off. Yeah, they're out here, man. They are out there. We got the vinegar in the bucket, so that gets rid of that still water that was standing still. That's gone, so we don't have to worry about that. And I'll plug up one of the zappers down here, just in case if we got anything that came in. We'll bring the zappers down here. Oh, this one came out. It's beautiful. I always put that extra coat. I mean, the coating we make basically is designed to give it like a, you just need to put a dusting, but I always like to put extra. Always like to put extra. Look at the fire stick should be up here, down here. Next to the red. Whew, man. Got bit too many times up there with my toothpaste. Chill it down. Chill it down. Chill it down. Chill it down. Human side. Human side. But God got to talk to you at night. Got to talk to you in the morning. Got to talk to you in the afternoon. Like, you know, Ken, you could have handled that in a different direction. Could have talked that person in a different direction. Human side. That's the side. Try to be. If any Christian sits there and tells you that, no, I don't lose my temper. I don't get upset. I don't get angry. I don't think about hitting people. That's they're lying to you. It's called a human emotion. We're human. We're not machines. But it's still wrong. You have to basically pray and go to God and ask Him to fix that problem. You don't want to be that person. You want to be like Jesus. Think about it. You know, all those people who treated Jesus like trash at the end of the day, those people who did, and He had all that power. He had the power to basically just take the earth and just go whoosh. That was God in the form of a man that came down. He had all that power with him. He could have just went, you know what? You don't exist anymore. And you would have been gone just like that. No, but he wasn't that type of person. That's why you use Jesus as that role model. Want to be more like him. That's what you use. So when I get neighbors out here that are jerks at the day, which I don't have a lot, really don't have neighbors like that or jerks. I only have like 2. And I barely ever see them. Like they're never around. Like they're not in your face or nothing. They just don't acknowledge you. Once you talk to them, they stay on their side, and that's the end of it. That's it. So it's not like that, you know. But just rather not have that first expression of them. But anyway, but still, there's a way to handle everything. But that's why I try to base everything off Jesus. What would Jesus do at the end of the day? Because Jesus, like I said, had all that power. And he could have easily, when any of the guards or anything attacked him or spit on him or anything, he would sit there and say, you know what? You don't exist no more. And there you go. Or you're going to have a heart attack. Or you're going to pass out. Or anything could have happened to you. You're going to be eaten by a bear. It was going to happen. Because that was God at the end of the day. Boy, just think about that. When you think about that, that is pretty crazy. It's not crazy, but it's just wild when you think about it. That was actually God in the form of a man. And these people are in there cursing and spitting on him and treating him. And God is looking you right in the face. The very creator of the heavens, the earth, the universe is looking you in the eye. And if they even knew what he was, because they didn't know. He thought it was just an everyday man. They knew what he was. Yeah, they had basically went flat to the earth, basically. You couldn't even lift their eyes to even look at him. They knew exactly who he was. But they couldn't, because that was virtually impossible. If anyone knew who Jesus was, at the end of the day, like I said, the prophecy would not have came to be. Man would have basically gone straight to hell no matter what. And there would be no salvation at all, period. So, no one could know. Just imagine that. Just imagine that. How mind-blowing that is. But Joseph, Jesus at 3 years old, you have God sitting right across your table as a child. And all that, imagine the information and knowledge that was flowing through that 3-year-old's head, or that 2-year-old, that baby's mind. Amazing. You never think about that kind of stuff. It's amazing to think about that. I'd love to see what Jesus was like when he was 3 years old. That'd be interesting. That's why Mom used to always tell me about, I used to see people on the street that were homeless when they had nothing to eat. And I always take an extra $20 out of my pocket, or $40 or $50 out of my pocket, just in case if I go to bump into somebody who needs something to eat, I would just give them the money. So my mother used to always tell me when we were coming up, careful how you treat people, because you never know when you're entertaining angels. So I could never understand how people would walk over top somebody that was homeless, because you think that can't happen to you. And COVID was a huge wake-up call for a lot of people at big companies and stuff, big businesses. Yeah, it can happen to you so easy, so quick, so fast. Learn to treat other people with respect. Most disrespectful thing I ever seen, I think at that particular time, like I said, I wasn't a Christian, but we were thinking about jumping this guy, businessman. Walked over a homeless guy. I thought that was the most disgusting thing I ever saw in my entire life. We're all sitting out there chilling, getting something to drink at 7-Eleven. Of course, it would be 7-Eleven. And this guy, nice suit, nice shoes on, so you can see he had made some serious money. And this guy was homeless, laying on the ground. This man walked over top of him. That was a thought process that was pretty much going to end badly. We were thinking about beating the crap out of him for it. Because I thought that was the most disrespectful thing. You walked over another human being? Well, who do you think you are at the end of the day? Because you make more money, because you have this thing, you don't walk over another human being like that. Couldn't lean down, couldn't take $1 out of your pocket and just put it in his cup. You had to walk over top him. Nobody had bail money, so we didn't do it. That was the reason why. But yeah, we confronted him. We did confront him. We had a conversation with him. But yeah, it was just, man, disgusting. That's disgusting. For those of you thinking, oh, it's wrong, you're going to hit the guy. Guy walked over a human being. A man just like him. And he thought he was better because he made more money. Couldn't take money out of his pocket and put it in that man's cup. No excuse for it. That's why I have no respect for people who are rich. I just don't. Some of them are nice. Let's say all of them, but saying some of them are very nice. I can't say that some of them are very nice, but some of them are just like that. All right, Albert Parris, on you hear Mr. Bird talk about his day and things, not those favorite things that happen. I actually had a fellow who had some serious money, and he wanted to fly me out to paint in his screen. He wanted to be able to brag and said, I had the person who actually makes this stuff paint in my screen. They're going to pay me $3 grand just to get on the plane, pay for the ticket for the plane, first class, whatever I wanted, fly me out there so I can paint that screen in front of his friends. Guess what? I said, no. Got a little bit more respect for myself than that. I'm not going down there and paint your screen in. No. And at that, you're banned. You don't buy my products. I appreciate that. I want to see some Frank Sinatra today. Frank Sinatra! All right, let's get this thing right. All right, get this going for the customer. All right, where are we at in this? I need to go to, need to expand this ring. Well, we need to bring it over first. That would be nice. And then we need to go in to zoom, expand a little bit. People sit there and say, well, if you don't learn to work with them, how do you expect to get... Yeah, my money comes from God, not from them. Yeah, we're done on that one. I don't need to work with them. They just know at the need at the end of the day that I can't be bought, and bottom line is, you disrespect my God, our business deal's over. If I see something I don't like that basically conflicts with my religion, I'm not doing it. God comes first, always comes first. What projector we got up here? Oh, we got the 720p, cool, because I can't stand using the 1080p, it's just too easy. Bam! Yes! Yes! I'm having fun, people. I love doing these screens. I have fun. I have a ball doing this. In the max up zone. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's get the strength this out a little bit. Can't get too charged up in the morning. Yes, I'm too charged up. Why wouldn't I be? Why wouldn't I be? Why wouldn't I be? Why wouldn't I? Batch number, baby! Batch number! Get off me, please. Seriously? Enough with it. Enough! Enough with the shenanigans. Enough with the shenanigans. Man. What? Did you think that? A lot of when naysayers come in, they really think that the screens are not going to work. Do you know? Like, Kung Fu is amazing. No, God's Kung Fu is amazing. Not mine. But anyway, yeah. It's always going to work, no matter what. It's always going to work. My faith goes with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. This is His design. It's powered by God's technology. Yes. Yes! You don't want the glory, give the glory to God. All of it goes to God. All of it goes to God. All of it goes to God. All of the glory goes to God. People call me up and they go, yeah, I've seen your work. It's impressive. I love it. And I tell them from the door, man, it's not mine. It's God. All of it belongs to Him. Every dime, everything. All of it belongs to Him. All of it. Look at this. Look at this. This is why I love doing the work and with heavy fluorescent lights right up on top of the screen. Look at the screen eating it in. Love this. God is absolutely amazing. Tell me what my Lord can't do. Tell me what my Lord can't do. Oh, I forgot. I know something that God can't do. He can't lie. And He can't take back His word. somebody that powerful cannot lie and cannot take back their own world. Even though they could, if they easily do it. But they don't. We don't. Oh, I love it. I love it. Beautiful. Look at it. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous, people. Gorgeous. That's how amazing my Lord and Savior is. Look at it. Ah, yeah. I get charged off of God. It's amazing. Look at the Keystone. I'll get one of these for myself. I need a portable one. All right, let me see what we need to do here. I need to, where are we at in the, I don't know which one, 69. Okay, cool. We're in that one right there. I got that right there. I want to expand the screen a little bit bigger. That's the biggest we're going to get. Can we back it up a little bit? Back it up a little bit. Oh, we knocked out a whatchamacallit. Okay, we're good. We're back. Let's knock something out. That's all. We're good. I want to be able to get that whole screen going up a little better. Hopefully our fire stick is not going to be temperamental. Get the focus a little better. There we go. All right. Let's get to shift down. We're good at the shift down. Let's get the shift down. No, that's no big. That's it down. All right. And then, oh, sorry, wrong button. I know you turned my projector off by accident. Sorry. Wait. See what we need for power keys. This is how we get everything correctly. All right, my bad. Knocked out my unit. Let's see what's going on back here why we're having so many complications. The equipment, cables, wires, everything up front. Make sure everything is running correctly. That's interesting. Okay. What are you running into? Running chance. Sorry, my people. Let's see. We're having a little issue here. Oh. The cord's not all the way in. That would definitely be an issue. All right, let's put it over here. We got some free space. There we go. Cord was plugged, wasn't hit all the way in because we had adapters on that side. All right, that fixed the problem. Yeah, so basically the power surge where I had the cord in, it was basically sticking up a little bit. I'm not worried about that. But nice and stretched out. That's good. That's all we need. I need to see if it's functioning right. All right, let me get the fan on the other screen too. Oh, good go. Yo. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Sing it again. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's see. Let's get this fire stick to pump up. Having some fun here, people. I'm having some fun. Mr. Burr, you have too much fun. I love my job. I love what I do. Gotta love your job. Gotta love what you do. See if we can bring this up a little higher. Stretch out a little bit more. That's good. Get some sound in here too would be nice. That's good. That's good. There's a nice stretch going on. All right, now let's see if we can adjust some stuff in here without stuff cutting off on us. Let me see. I'm going to come over here. Get the YouTube to pop up. Good. Let's see what we got going on. There we go. This is what I want with the Tiger. All right, let's get some sound in here. We need some speakers. Not too bad down here, so. Rather get upstairs, it's cool up there, but still not too bad. me get rid of this. Okay, let the commercial roll. I'm going to grab some charger. I forgot again. Let me see. Right. Yeah, kicking it again. That's what I needed. I don't know what it was. Oh, speaker cables. What the freak? Wow! I gotta get furry monster. Telling you, get up in the morning. Jesus is an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing. Yeah. All right, what are you doing here? We need to hook up. See where you're gonna go at right here. Woohoo! Tell me, that's not amazing. And I got it even higher. I had to bring it up even higher, so that way we can have it connecting with the lights even higher. Man, I love this technology. Let's go take a walk around. Let's take a walk around. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. See, when you say fully lit room, this is what I mean by fully lit room. The light directly, bam, right onto the screen. Not that all black, dark environment nonsense. That's what we specialize in. Ambient light projection technology. Look at this. No condensed lighting all the way up in the ceiling somewhere. Right there in direct contact with the screen at all times. No projector sitting up on top of the screen, hugging and kissing the screen. Do it from a distance. Man, I'll tell you something. If you guys were raised by my father, at the end of the day, you'd have bought that to hell. You're like, do it again. That's not good enough. By his standard, it had to be, I'm good at it. Good. This is why I perfect. When it's good, it has to be good. When I do these demonstrations, I want that light coming down on top of the screen. That's what I want to see. Let's go a little higher. I'm excited. I love this stuff. Calm it down and relax. Nothing going on for you upstairs. We gotta bring our screens. Got me raised everything. focus, you need to bring it up. Be nice, be nice, be nice. No, we don't want that. We need to go up. Vertical needs to get a little higher up. There we go. Down. Seriously? Down. There we go. There we go. I had to bring the screen up higher because I want it closer to the lights. See? When you have people come out there and they do these demonstrations, and when they sit there and say, oh, look, I'm the king and blah, 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 never give yourself that title. I wouldn't even give myself that title, but never give yourself. That's just being very arrogant. And for what we see in those demonstrations, again, not impressed. I had an Optima GT55 and 56, and my inside and outside demonstrations are quite impressive because, again, we're at 140-inch screens versus 126, and we got condensed lighting raining down on the screen, window lighting right next to the screen. That environment is lit. Take it outside, dropping it at 140, do it outside, hit 190 viewing angle with no problem whatsoever. And then people do their demonstrations and they think by their standard. No, by our standards, you're not even close to what we do over here. I could have easily taken this screen and dropped it down low so the light would have very little contact, but no, we raised it up so we can see exactly how much the screen can take in. And when I tell you that when you're showing off an image, you have to be to show off from corner to corner a beautiful image, not washed out, not faded, none of that nonsense. That's why I said the standards today in home theater is poor. Either they're using ultra short throws to cheat on their demonstration. I do feel that. If you're doing a demonstration, it's mainly on ultra short throws. So you're telling people the only way you're going to be able to get this, you got to buy that. So what happens if you throw it on a long throw and you drop it back 18 feet? What's going to happen to it? Because it's used to being displayed on a projector, has very little distance throw, which means you're not going to lose that many lumens, and you're not going to have an issue with the screen basically washing or fading, which I still find it hard to believe some demonstrations I've already seen. And on top of that, these dark environments. Are you kidding me? I'm upstairs on a $60 projector at a 150-inch screen. Just really don't see the challenge in it all. All right, so that's one. The other one we can just drape it over the side since that's dry. I'm checking on it right now. Da, 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 da. All right, what are we gonna do? Outer space screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now imagine that black technology is taking in all that light, and it looks that light because it's absorbing all that light. Just imagine if a gray screen was up there. Man, not good. Oh, you're acting up. Having a ball. Can you feel the power? Can you feel it? I'm excited, man. Everything you wake up in the morning with God is fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. Even on my bad days, it's fantastic. Even on my bad days, it's fantastic because I get to wake up with God. Let me move it the other screen. Early in the morning, breakfast on my I got it. That's why it had a weird taste to it. Huh. Basically, some of my anxieties involve not feeling like I can breathe. So, to get around that issue, I take cough drops. You know, cough drops, the halls make it feel like you're actually breathing more air. It's all a psychological thing, but it works perfectly. Yesterday, I bought like a dozen of these popsicles. And mind you, after having the cough drops to kind of throw your taste buds off, and I was like, wow, these things taste sour. Did I actually get sour ice pops? But they weren't. It's the cough drops, which I should have realized that. Oh. Brock, this is breakfast. I can eat these and be full. Like for some people, I wouldn't suggest you do what I think I do. No. It depends on what works for you. But this right here, 2 of these, that's it. That's all I need. And I have a bowl of ramen in the afternoon, and the rest are ice pops. That's it. These are so good. All right. Let me have my breakfast. Let me have the screen there. While we watch outer space with a ton of ambient light and there on the screen. I got like a freezer full of them. I bought like, it was 24 in a pack. 48, like 72, something like that. Somewhere in that category. Anyway, I bought a bunch of them. But they got the Hawaiian ones. I like those the most. Hawaiian tropical flavors. We'll get those next. I could eat these all day with no food. And feel full. Thank you, Jesus. Oops, sorry about that. All right, let's get the other screen because it's dry. Ah, man. What should we do? We gotta do them both together because we didn't both get the video. I'm gonna come back in. It's so cool down here. So I'm gonna come back in and do these separately so I can send these to the customers, get the pictures, put on Facebook, Instagram, all that other good stuff, and go from there. But this is a longer video because we have to paint the screens in. We have to do the whole process from there. So let's bring the screen down some, and that way we can take the other screen and drape it over. Debris spray at. Oh, you have to bring a scissors down here too. Now, what's the difference between the two sides? Let me show you. Coating. Uncoating. There you go. Let me show you. I'm excited. I love it. I love waking up in the morning with the Lord. God is absolutely amazing. Let's see.
Order for a Sour Patch Kids slush float. How about the Sour Patch Kids?
At least that's better than that pickle flavor from Sonic, because that was downright disgusting. Ugh. What were they thinking? I don't know. People like that. Pickle flavor. Good gracious, that's nasty. It's like freaking. Oh, never mind. Forget it. I didn't think about it. Take off the rest of the day and play video games. But I can't. I don't have that option. I want to play some video games today, but no option today for that because I have to write my contract agreements for, you know, people displaying our products in the store, all that other good stuff. La-di-da-di-da. Look, someone's angry and upset. Angry and upset already in the morning. Here comes the devil already. Coming in upset and angry. It looks really bad. Interesting. Does it really look that bad? So God's work is that bad. Yeah, I had more light in my environment. Look at all that light. Look how beautiful my screen looks. We all know that's the devil talking. The devil's always upset and angry. Sorry, buddy. Satan doesn't get any victory over here. We only talk about the Lord over here. So, bye-bye, demon. Gotta go. See you later, demon. Bye-bye. You don't entertain the devil. See what I mean? Just tell him to go. That's it. Bye-bye, demon. Gotta go. He's in there still ranting. So the screen looks absolutely amazing, doesn't it? The customers are going to love this. Can't wait to send this over to them. Look how beautiful the greens are. Look at the tiger moving in the background. And look at the lighting we have in the environment. I love that huge glare over top of it, just nailing the screen. Absolutely beautiful. No expensive projectors used. We're using our 720p projector, Chrissy. It is cost me $270. That's it. That's what people were saying, what's a 4,000 lumen projector? Yeah, it's a 4,000 lumen projector for $270. How much did you pay for yours? Oh, you got a 3,000. It sits right up on top of the screen, and you're still in the dark? With 3,000 lumens hugging the screen? Why are you in the dark? That's a lot of lumens to sit that close to a screen, and you're in the dark? Okay, then, there you go. And how much did you pay? $30 money for someone who just sat there and paid $270 and got 1,000 lumens more than you, and I'm in a fully lit environment with mine. Not even 4K at that. Not just something to think about. That's Satan. Satan gets mad. I told you, the minute God gives you something beautiful and amazing, here comes the devil. Come popping in angry and upset and angry. We see you for what you are, Satan. So, bye-bye. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Got to come back here. We got to do the demonstration. We're not done yet. We got to do the demonstration on each customer's screen. Send them over the pictures, demonstrations, Instagram. Oh, wait, didn't that person said it was a bad screen? Let's see what reaction we get from Instagram for this. Bam, 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 bam. Satan gets no victory. Satan gets victory. Satan gets victory. Satan gets no victory. Yeah, go about your business, demon. You got no victory over here. Only God gets the glory over here. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. So I can see screens are working perfectly. Now this is just to spray on applications so the customers can see the screens being coded. They can see me carrying on, having some fun, and praising the Lord as I always do, giving him the glory. And they can see how their screens are reacting as we code them. Oh, we gotta do a light size well, forgot. Well, let's do like that. Wait, do all that. See what happens when you give God the praise and you're down there praising his name, giving him the glory for all things, and here comes Satan already upset and angry. He said, man, that Christian over there is just doing too much. He is disrupting my comfort zone. I got to go over there and try to take away that blessing from him. Go over there and just carry on. Get him to get upset. Get him angry. Show himself on live. Get him to expose himself. You get no victory over here, Satan. You get nothing. Not a thing. Come over here empty-handed, you leave empty-handed. That's how it works. That's the same thing how the Pharisees try to corrupt Jesus, try to make him look bad. When he was out there praising and talking about the Lord, they didn't like that at all, period. They became jealous because the fact that here's this man at 30 years old, how does he have all this knowledge? We're older than he is, and how do he has all this knowledge? Because he was speaking the truth, and they were speaking lies. They were prophesying, making money off of God, selling false idols, selling sacrifices, stuff like that. They didn't like that Jesus came down and spoke the truth. They became jealous over what he was doing and decided to try to out him, to make him look like just like them. It didn't work at all, period. They decided to get rid of him. And through all that, Jesus and God got the victory. So when I see you demons come over here carrying on and acting up, we know who you are and what you are. The minute you decide to come over here and carry on, you've already let the devil already convince you that that was a good idea. What you were going to do before you were going to do it, before you was ever going to think it. Because remember, this is the same demon who was in heaven and became God's right-hand angel. He had everything. And God knew what he was going to do before he was going to do it. Isn't life a beautiful thing? All right, we got a fish up there. Let's go check this out real quick. White screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
I think one of the customers has a white screen too. After that. All right, we'll put it up there. As I said before, when we're looking at the screens, we're looking at a certain tone. The certain tone is very, very important. If the screen generates too much white light, that means it's not going to pick up color. You're going to react just like a white screen. Now again, if the colors weren't bright enough on the black technology, it'd be virtually impossible to see the colors. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Ta-da! There you go. See, we know for a fact that the white levels come up on the other screen, the faster they're going to fade because the screen's generating too much white light. And for those who use the theory by saying that, oh, he's using something special on his camera, that'd be kind of impossible. You got two screens up there on the display. So basically, my camera is only reading my screen only and not the other one. That's like the projector's only seeing one screen and not the other one. Yeah, that'd be kind of virtually impossible. All right, so there you go. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Thing about it, people got it all wrong when it comes to projection screens. They sit there and say, oh, the higher the white level, the better the color. No, you just described the white screen, literally. That's the one screen you try to stay away from because that's the cheap bottom dollar screen. If you're talking about it's all about the white levels, then wouldn't the white screen be the dominating screen because it produces the highest white level? Any problem? You can't see it when you turn the lights on, can you? No, you can't. I like when you watch those political press conference and they have this big screen behind it, and you're like, what the, for me on mine, you're like, what the frig am I looking at? It's so washed out and faded. Such a shame. But anyway, whoo, our surface came down. It's still good. It's still good. I should have clipped it. Yeah. We need to put another one on top of this one. Put another clamp on this one and this one. Yeah. Okay, hold on, friend. Okay, we gotta clamp it in. It's gonna keep coming down. We gotta clamp it. We gotta clamp it. Got that side. With the remote control. We're good. And I gotta get it on this side. There we go. Alright, let me get my clamps. Also, too, the plus side about having that coating is dust resistance. Did you know that? It's a whole lot of cool stuff about the technology that we don't display. Yeah, it's dust resistant. Bam! Bam! Da 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 da. Yeah, it's dust resistant. That's what the coating does. It's a whole lot of interesting stuff this stuff does. It's completely dust. Now, if this thing had dropped on the floor before we coated it, oh, that would have been a nightmare because the surface that we coated it, it picks up some stuff. So we have to come down here and lint free it all and everything. But once we put that coating on, we drop stuff on the ground. It's weatherproof, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Let's get some plans for this bad boy. So we stated, because we got the sample sheet up there. Let's see. Drop a clamp here. Drop a clamp there. Okay. And I need to drop another one. Actually, I need to do a color one. Clamp there. And let's get another one for drop it here. I'm going to hold it up on this side. Clamp both of these. All right, there we go. That's better. Should have clamped it the first time, but I didn't. All right. There we go. Now, for those of you who may be saying, did you just call that guy Satan? Yeah, and I'll tell you why. Because when you let the devil work through you, guess what? That's what we address you as. When you get upset, that's the devil working right through you. When you're out there screaming and yelling out there in the street and cursing people out, that's the devil working through you. So I'm talking to the demon itself. Because when you come into my room and I'm sitting there praising the Lord and giving him thanks and giving him praise for basically blessing us, and we see that serpent pop up and he comes in the room cursing and carrying on and angry and upset, that's a person that allows the devil to work through him. You have become the devil's instrument for that day or for that moment when you're actually out there carrying on and acting up like that. How are you going to ask for a God for protection when you have the very same thing that you want protection from, that you're letting use you as a vessel at the end of the day. Think about that. You wouldn't want to walk outside and have two gentlemen approach you and attack you. Then that would be the devil attacking you. You want basically God to protect you from something like that. But you let that very thing that will come at you and attack you in that form, let that thing become an instrument through you to carry on like that. You think about that one. All right, let's get back to this right here. Now, as you can see, in all the lighting we have in here, at 4,000 lumens on our projector 720p, the gray screen is not picking up at all, period. Now, I don't want people to think that, oh, because this individual came in and blah, blah. We do this all the time. We have the network grade 773. We test on everything because most likely when a customer gets a white screen, the first thing they do is if they haven't heard about us or they're not going to spend a couple of $1,000s for a very expensive screen, they'll go get a cheap solution, which is the gray screen paint. Most people we bump into make their own. They go down to Sherman Williams, Home Depot, Lowe's, pick up something great, and they think it's going to fix the problem. It's not going to fix it. When we do the demonstrations and we show this on the white level, and people go, wow, well, the white levels are really, really dark, so and so and so. You do not want your screen to come up with an extremely high white level because you just mimic the white screen. This is why when we watch demonstrations on ultra short throw projectors, they can have 3,000. Mine upstairs has 36. Doesn't make a difference how high your lumen count is. The reason why they sit in the dark is because the screens can't maintain color or contrast. That's why they have to be in the dark. Next to our technology, they can't be in the dark or with the lights on because they still wash out. And mind you, my projector upstairs is 3,600 lumens, ultra short throw. So not only do you have to deal with the lighting in the environment, but you have to deal with the extra 3,000 or the extra 36 or whatever you may be having sitting right up on top of your screen. There you go. Slow color change out.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, I'm having fun over here. Slow color change out.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go. And keep in mind, we're in the max out zone. People call themselves having a max. You don't have one. You don't. You don't have the requirement for it. This is how bright this area is. This is a real max out zone with real lighting. Now upstairs, our lighting upstairs is brighter than most of the demonstrations I've seen on YouTube, and that's normal lighting for us. So what's one of these screens? Normal lighting will show you. Oh, it's freaking mine. All right, so as you can see, color. That's why so when you watch these demonstrations and people are claiming that they're pulling up in this max out zone, blah, blah, blah. Let me explain something to you. Where was your color pattern at? All I saw, and we have to talk to people on this when they do this, and they really think they're the king at this. In your video, where was your color pattern? You're supposed to show a color pattern in the brightness environment to show that not only is the meter going to max out, but you have to be able to maintain color. It can't wash out. It can't fade. This is why the color pattern test is very important. And you should have did that against another gray screen or black screen or whatever. You should have had a certified screen, something to show something. Oh, I forgot. Let's do a certified screen right here. Oh. See, that's what I'm talking about. Cutting corners, people. Cutting corners. You don't cut corners. You don't cut the corners. Oh, certifieds are upstairs. That's why you saw the demonstration, very poor lighting in the environment. Well, why we're not, I can't say poor lighting. The lighting was actually really good in there. But the problem was your screen washed out. Very bad. And you kept it on one scenery, just scenery. Colors. Where's the color patterns? Where's the contrast levels? Nothing there at all. Don't think you'll test the rest. Why y'all keep sending me that stuff today? You know I'm going to like it. Wow. Show you how it's done, just for fun. let me show you how it's done just for fun. Now, here in my collection, we're going to pull out a daylight screen right here. Like, and on top of that, you marked up your website, putting, I don't do that. I don't put y'all on my front of my website. I don't. We have a section for y'all that we put y'all under. And that's it. I'm not putting y'all up there. But it shows how desperate it is. Y'all need my approval. But again, why do you need my approval? Oh my goodness, we've become that person. Interesting. I mean, I really would like to check. I don't want the approval of any certified company. We don't need it. We could beat them. Not a problem. We really don't need the approval. I need it from God, and that's it. What other screen are we going to challenge? So basically, I've become a screen that you guys have recognition for in order for people to think your products are good. Interesting. Interesting. I never thought of it that way. That's why you guys keep coming up to me giving me stuff like, hey, check this out, because yeah, that has to be it. All right, we got that screen. Let's go in, get ourselves a Dark Star 9. We're going to do the back screen in all white because I want to show you these screens actually work fantastic. These screens work. They just don't work next to our technology. Our technology is a little bit different, but next to these gray and white screens, yeah, definitely you're going to see a definitely decent mass of improvement, definitely on the certified screens. Never would say the certified screens don't work. They do work. Just next to our technology is a little bit different. All right, there we go. We got Dark Star 9 right there. You see right there, right? All right. So, calling yourself the king, yeah, you kind of overstepped your boundaries on that one. Your demonstration, when you talk about max out lighting and all that, this is a max out area. You can see by the lighting we have. Here's a ton of light. There's nowhere for the screen to escape anywhere in here at all, period. We don't use ultra short those because ultra short we use those because, again, they're going to be able to maintain a somewhat brighter screen because the projector is literally sitting right up on top of the screen. You should have went with a projector of a distance throw because that way you will lose all that lighting in there. That means how can I explain this to you? This person understand this. When you do a demonstration with an ultra short throw, there's no point in pointing at the ceiling. You know why? Because the lumens are not traveling through that because they're literally kissing the screen. If you had the projector sitting back 14, 15 feet from the screens, that means it would have to make contact with the lights over top and anything in the environment, which would disrupt the lumen count. But it's not there because you use an ultra short throw, which means your distance throw isn't no longer there. You get what I'm talking about here. So there's no point in pointing at the ceiling because those lights physically aren't going to make contact and disrupt the lumens if the projector is sitting on top of the screen. Ta-da! This is why your demonstration was a fail. When you do those demonstrations, you want to make sure the projector is sitting far enough so those lumens can be infected by the light in the environment. We start off with 4,000. We don't end with 4,000 with the lighting we have in here. There you go. Now, when we do ultra short throw demonstrations, because the projector sits too close to the screen for me, I do them at massive screen sizes so I can show people we could blow this thing up to 140, 150 inches, and it's going to take in all this light and still be able to maintain, because the ultra short throws, the reason why they have them on such smaller screens is to compress the pixels, sharper, brighter image on a 100-inch screen. That's why we do them on 140s, 150 inches, because now we're going way outside the recommendation of the pixel count. But only that, we're showing you on a massive scale. And this is a screen that's going to take in a ton of light because of the size of the screen. 150-inch screen leaves this much between my ceiling, which means that ceiling light is going to make contact with that screen. There's nowhere for anything to miss that screen. This is why when you guys bring me these demonstrations for my approval, I turn you down. See how I explain this stuff to you guys on camera? I'm telling you how they cut corners.
Here we go.
All right, let's go with, let me see, Tiger Boys. No, I'm gonna do the contrast. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, we have lights on. As you can see, they're not picking up at all. The gray screen paint doesn't pick up jack. Next to that, I'm surprised that daylight's actually better than the Dark Star 9. It is, it's actually better. Let me see something for a minute. I want to make sure on this because it's buffed out a little bit. I want to make sure on this one. These seem to have to be perfectly flat. Now you see the difference between daylight screen, the Dark Star 9. Our technology pulls up the heaviest black because it's black. Well, look at the daylight screen. Now look at the gray screen paint. Sad we have to do this. I hate doing this. Literally should be to see it from that distance. So the Dark Star 9, like I said, the daylight is much better than the Dark Star 9. It is. That's 3,000. That's 5,000. This has a 9.0 gain on the back of it, where this one has a 0.8. But now, viewing comb effect, the Dark Star 9 has a better viewing comb. We're basically see much better, where that screen right there has a bit of an issue. But as you can see on and on, bottom line is, your option is gray screen paints don't pick up anywhere. And I mean anywhere, they don't pick up. All right, let's do our lights out and then we're done because we're way over our time here. I'm really surprised our area is this cool. Like I said yesterday, really. Let's get our lights out. Now, you see where the Dark Star 9 is now picking up its better contrast levels? This is what happens when you do a lot of demonstrations in what we call ambient light controlled environments. They don't do demonstrations with this kind of harsh lighting. Never good to do demonstrations in ambient light controlled environments. So that means the environment is adjusted to make the screen look good. So what happens if we stick it in this environment? Then we're going to have some issues. But interesting, if you notice it, the contrast levels have dropped on the daylight screen, which should be short. I don't forget that part. Don't ask me to explain that. We don't know why. Let's go pick up the color red. See what happens. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, great goodness. I can see this one. Why does that happen like that? It's interesting. You would think with the lights out that the screens would generate a much more deeper and richer color. But they don't. They do the opposite. See? This is why we have an absolute black in our dedicated theater room. So, for those who sit there and say, oh, but the screen's just such a you don't know anything at all. Period. Nothing at all. Period. I'm not talking about my customers. I'm talking about the naysayers that kind of run their mouth. You know nothing. This is technology we have sitting against a $5,000, $3,000 screen and a cheap shelf paint. Sherwin-Williams. The super paint. You get that, it's cheap. At 4,000 lumens. So for the person who makes the accusation that I'm using something special on my projector, on my camera, I guess my camera's only hitting my screen only, which means the projector's only hitting my screen only. Yeah, how dumb that sounds? Okay. Usually people say stuff like that when they have nothing left, but you know, we're used to it anyway. But again, the technology that my customers will be receiving, or will be shipping out today, is a technology that is more advanced than a $5,000 and $3,000 projection screen, and they don't even have to spend a lot of money for a projector. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Ugh, yeah, this is going to be a cakewalk. Now imagine the lighting we're using here is actually 10 times more than we use upstairs. Again, normal lighting will blow this with no problem. Here it blows with no problem. And lights out, but you would expect the screen to react much better. Yeah. Purple screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's do both of them. Get this one. There we go. Calibrate, calibrate, calibrate. We don't calibrate. We don't need to calibrate. Let's go over to slow color change out.
Getting that from YouTube.
What in the world? Seriously? Snow color change out? How does that even work? Slow color change out.
Getting that from YouTube.
So when people sit there and complain about, oh, the prices are so expensive, so and so, yeah, consider the fact that my screens can easily overpower certified screens that would cost my customers $3,000 to $5,000. They don't have to calibrate their projectors if they don't want to. They can have the lights on. Doesn't make a difference if it's ultra short or long throw, if it's inside or outside. Do you have any idea what one of these screens would cost if it had our capabilities attached to it? It'd be a lot more than $3,000 to $5,000, I guarantee you that much. And look at the gray screen paint in the middle. As I said before, if you match Network Gray 773, you are Network Gray 773. We don't match that stuff. So this is what my customers today. So my customers watch this lengthy, long video, which is long. Are always a long one. They can go and see and go, we're going to do the same thing on the short demonstrations for them when we basically display the screens. We're going to do the same display here. They go, wow, that's beautiful. That's what my customers get at the end of the day. This is why when people say, I'm the king, nobody, no. Where's your demonstration? Where's your demonstration? That's not a demonstration. Where's your demonstration? I don't see a demonstration there. I see you showing a meter, and when you kick it onto the floor, it actually fluctuated. We can kick a meter from one end to the next. It doesn't change. Number two, your screen washed out. Number three, you showed nothing but bright scenery. Where's your color pattern demonstration, certified test against the screen, other gray screens? Where is it? Nothing at all. Use an ultra short thing in your demonstration. Where's the distance throw? Not there. Do it again. That's why I can't express this enough to people. They need to understand this. Because you can present a maxed out meter, you must be able to show a screen that is still maintaining in that environment without washing out or fading. That is very important. I can take a white screen, max it out in the meter room, and it can look like complete crap on the screen. Doesn't make it perfect. It makes it still a fail. Because the customer still has to be able to see the screen in a fully lit environment and be able to make out the contrast and color. It doesn't work if you're in a fully lit environment and the screen doesn't work. That's what we call the washout effect. Oh man, I swear, it's like, what the freak? And you guys keep sending me these dumb videos? I look over this stuff like, really? Seriously? It's like I'm the professor and this is a college. You're coming to me with this nonsense at the end of the day? You can fail the class, man. You gotta come back better than that. That's not good enough, and you're taking people's money at the end of the day. This is what you call approved? Really? Seriously? You got a nerve to upload this video? Are you kidding me? You don't take the work seriously enough. You have no passion for it. That's the problem. You got a nerve to put that out at the end of the day? Are you kidding me? Ultra short throw projectors constantly sitting in the dark? Oh, man. This is what frustrates me. And you guys are taking people's money at the end of the day, and you're pushing out and turning out that nonsense. And you got a nerve to come toward me and say, oh, this, that, and the other, da. Not good enough, man. Not good enough. Take it back and do it again. I got said, you see yesterday when I was painting the screen in, what did I do? I turned my projector. Did I darken my environment? Did I turn the lights down low? Did I have extra light? No. My everyday lights, turn them on, let the cat watch the bird video, and I roll in the screen and we do the demonstration in the next room. That's how screens are supposed to react. Man, y'all got a nerve to have a website. You don't need a website. You don't even need an eBay page. You need to go back and refix your stuff and do some better demonstrations and then come back and do the demonstrations doing better. Much, much better. That's what you need to do. Oh, man. And you want to sit there and go, oh, I'm not complaining like a woman. You're taking people's money at the end of the day. People work hard at the end of the day to make that dollar. They want to make sure they get what they paid for. Do your job correctly or don't do it at all. That's what you should be doing. That's the problem. They don't have a passion for what they do. You take a person who's a certified cook, got a passion and love for what they do, and they go to somebody's restaurant and eat that stuff, like, what the freak is this? Am I eating? This is disgusting. This is what you consider, this is what you're serving people at the end of the day. People are paying for this? Really? You're proud of this? Yeah, people take their work seriously at the end of the day. Because I guarantee you, bar none, I can talk it, I can back it up, and I can place an order and you'll put the money back in my account. That right there alone proves at the end of the day you can't back your products up. You can't even back your own stuff up. You can't even post demonstrations to your website showing comparisons. Nothing at all. You can't back your stuff. You have no passion for it. You have no love for it. That's the problem. Matched a house paint, for God's sakes. A house paint, a shelf paint, not something that you put black into or silver into. You match the paint that a customer can go into and take it off a shelf and basically do the exact same thing. You just charge your product for it. All the mumbo jumbo that these people talk on camera about how it does this and how it doesn't, so and so and so, and it's a shelf paint. Think about that one right there. Nothing special, a shelf paint. Same thing with the certifieds. When we saw this demonstration with elite screens, the camera literally picked up more light in the hallway than it did in the actual room where the projectors were sitting. Every last screen was blocked by a window. All projectors in the demonstration were short throw or ultra short throws. I guarantee every last one of those projectors were calibrated. They picked the most expensive, most advanced, high model projectors. That way they can make up for what the screen has lost. That's what they do. They got the scripts they read from, same presentation they do all the time. You go home, you set it up, you wonder why it doesn't look the same way it does, because you have the expensive projector they were using in the demonstration, that's why. Notice when I turn my lights on, my screen remained the same colors. You notice that? There you go. There you go. All right, let's get this one. I want to get this one up in here because we got this one attached to this one here. Sure. Fall out.
Summer means Six Flags. What will your story be? An epic time with your friends, a serious adventure, or a race down the slide at the water park? This is Six Flags. Theme park tickets starting at $44.99 at SixFlags.com.
There's no passion for your work. Where's your passion at? Where's your love? Where is it? See those people playing sports? See that passion? See that love? That's what you got to put into your work. Gotta want it. Don't do it. Gotta want it or don't do it. That's how it is, people. I want it, don't do it. I love what I do. That's why I can go upstairs and turn all my screens on. Y'all naysayers are sitting there with your 100-inch screens. I'm on a 150-inch screen on a $60 projector in a fully lit environment. I can produce 180-inch off my ceiling if I want. Y'all can't do that. My screen at 127 inch sits in a bay of windows. My projector sits back 19 feet, and I got a 600 by 800 720p SVGA projector. My entire setup for both rooms cost me $350, and that's it. How much did you pay for your projector? All right, then, there you go. That's why. That's why. You don't get mad at me because your progress is not as good as it's supposed to be because you don't test your stuff, man. That's why we have something called the black versus black. The black versus black product being tested against black paint, black fabric, all that stuff. So at the end of the day, we can post those demonstrations to our website. We can give these demonstrations to our customers. Y'all can't do that. Y'all delete videos off your account to keep those hidden. All right, there you go. You're gonna get mad at me. I'm not the one deleting videos off my account. Y'all do that. My videos are right there directly on my website. Huge free. You can watch me paint right into the screen, right there. When we showed off the professional black, what did we do? We brought out the black paint, didn't we? Yes, we did. When we brought the taco out, we showed all the different certified screens. All that stuff is on display. You gotta be to back your product up. This is why we got people on the blacklist deleting videos off their account, trying to hide information. There you go. See? You don't back this stuff. The naysayers believe that the gray screen paint product works. They believe this. But yet in all the demonstrations I've seen under the customers posted on that site, every last one sat in the dark. This demonstration alone outshines all the demonstrations of all the customers. Demonstrations we've seen displayed outside, when you're watching Batman, you're going to have it in cinema mode. You're going to have a black bar at the top and the bottom. Unless you've got 235.1, and other than that, you're going to have that black bar at the top and the bottom with that 16.9 format or 1610. It's not supposed to be gray. It's supposed to be black. The screen is not supposed to have gray. Flat. No, it's supposed to be black. Even the dashboard that you have for Apple TV comes up black. So right there, all the demonstrations that I've seen, and on that page, the last one of them were in the dark, and people were sitting too close to the screen with the camera. Just like the person who basically makes the videos himself. The only problem is none of the videos looked exactly like the videos in the demonstration because they weren't using a high-end projector. And that's what they do. They make these cheap paints. They use a high-end projector to say, look, this is where the quality is coming from. No, the quality is coming from the projector, not the screen. And judging by what I've seen on some of these hidden demonstrations, what I didn't see from other customers, that one where the fellow got a picture inside the home, we got a chance to see what the house or what the apartment really looks like when it's really lit for real. Not that fake demonstrations that we're seeing in those really dark environments. That's fake. There's no way in the world, think about it, people, basic common sense. Those units are that dark all the time? No, they're not. Those units are very, very bright. A lot of light pushes through those units. They're very, very bright. So when they do that, when he does that demonstration and that somewhat dark environment, that ambient lit controlled environment, that environment right there is basically staged to make the screen pick up better color and better contrast. If not, it would completely wash out. Now, what we saw in those pictures from that customer somehow got that information, you saw what the place really looks like when lights are on. But it doesn't look like that. I don't guarantee other units were in there. I need to track that down. The other units, what the other units look like in there? To see, I guarantee you, not that dark. Anybody walk into an establishment like that and go, wait, you want me to pay how much this cake? Where's the lighting at? It's so dark in here. People like a lot of light in their faces when they buy them. So there's no way in the world that place looked like that when you moved in there. No, place is very well lit. The problem is that area is staged to make the projector look good. Or the screen looked good. That's why we watched the demonstration, and he was doing the adjustments with the lights with the Alexa He was talking about maximum lighting. We can't see maximum lighting if you're hugging the screen. We need you to back up so we can see the entire environment and how it affects the screen. That's what we need to see. Yeah, that's what we see, people. So now we know what the environment looks like with all the lighting. Okay, now I got to come back in. I'm going to get some neat. I'm going to get another popsicle. But anyway, I have to come back in here and we're going to do the individuals for the customers. This is where we're going to, we're going to come in and we're going to show them the screens, how it came out and all that other good stuff, which they need to see. Look at that, the menu. The menu of my, this is the menu of my whatchamacallit, in my YouTube. Now, I will explain this again. This is very important. Now, the reason why, for you naysayers, I know you preach on about your white levels, your white levels, your white levels, your white levels, your white levels. All right. Do you know the purpose of the gray screen? Do you know the history of the gray screen, why it came out, why people were developing, why they were making it, why the gray screen became into existence? So let me educate you on this. The gray screen came into an existence because at that time, no gunmetal existed, no black screens existed, no dark gray screens even existed. It was just white screens. And the white screens, the problem you have with that is the color would wash out and the contrast would wash out. I mean, the white levels you're definitely going to pick up. It's a white screen. But you turn on the lights, this stuff washes out. At that particular time, all demonstrations when people were using the Galaxy, I think the Galaxy 3.7 something G, some imported projector, people were anyway, all those demonstrations were done in the dark. Every last one of them. They were just black environments as much as possible to get the image to show up. Then somewhere along the line, someone came up with the YouTube paint. We don't know who or who started it, but somebody did. And it was a gray mixture. Now, it wasn't too dark because, again, the white levels were full. And basically at the time, the only battle you were going to get was a white screen. White screens came for brighter images and better images, much more smoother images, where the gray screen paints they were murky and dirty. Yeah. All right, but with the gray screen, if you mixed it correctly and it wasn't too dark and it was a lighter mix like that right there, we have the Network Gray 773, you can have a screen with better color, a little bit of a bump of color, and better contrast, a little bit of bump because it's better than a white screen, and you can maintain a somewhat decent image and a somewhat environment controlled room. So this is where the gray paints came in. The whole purpose of the gray paint was not for its white levels. It was strictly designed to pull better color and contrast than the white screen. And then, lo and behold, the gunmetal popped up. And the gunmetal has the ability to pull heavier contrast levels, which the gray screen was designed for, and with heavier contrast comes much better color. And since those screens have this reflective coating, it allows the screen to generate a higher white level. There you go. So the gunmetal basically is responsible for pretty much most of the problems with the gray screen. But the silver liner for the gray screen is that the gunmetal screens are extremely expensive. Okay, now you have our technology. I used to do gray screen paint technology. I did both. So again, I saw the future when I got a chance to get my hands on the Black Diamond sample sheet, and I saw what the future looked like. That was definitely not going to be it. But the problem is with the future is the gunmetals are still very expensive. So we developed a technology that not only can basically overpower the gunmetal, but can be a much more reasonable and cheaper price that the customer could afford. And therefore, this became a big problem for the gray screen paints. And this is where they started the little meaningless, useless, pointless battle with us. You can beat us. There's nothing you could do. Think about it. What challenge could you possibly give me? Certified screens? Been there and done that. Fully lit environments? Inside and out. Screen sizes? We got 250 inches. Pick one. What else? Color patterns? We do that all the time. White levels? We do that one too. It's the first thing I display up on the screen. It's a white level screen. Put it up. Different forms of caliber projectors, done that one too. Ultra short projectors, we've done that too. Low lumen projectors, we've done that one too. And the weather, and the snow, and the rain, and the heat, done that one too. Angle game, inside, outside. What else you got? Challenges at the end of the day, and you couldn't even come close. Gunmetal screens. How do they take us on? Our screen's 100% black. How do you produce a contrast level? Gunmetal screen's biggest praise is they can pull that deep dark contrast level. How do you beat a screen that's a 100% black screen and they can pick up a high enough white level to blend into your screen? We can pick up a 190-degree viewing angle. Some of the screens can't even do that. We can work with ultra short throw and long throws. They have an issue with that. We can take our screens outside. They cannot go outside. Those screens right there are designed for inside only, unless they make one that's designed for outside, and chances are that's either going to be white or gray. And we cost less, much less. We don't require expensive projectors. We don't require calibrating. We don't require ambient light controlled environments. So what else is next? There you go. So for a person who has that kind of credibility under his belt, does not call himself a king. There's only one king, and he is God. That's it. I'm the servant at the end of the day. You show me a demonstration of an Optima GT 55 or 56 inside your house at 100 inches. I show you one outside at 140 inches at 4:53 in the evening, and I can pull up a 190-degree viewing angle. You show me one inside, I show you one inside at 126 inches with direct spotlighting, hitting the screen next to the window, and displaying an image in a fully lit environment around 9 o'clock in the morning. All right, well, that was fun. Ha! And I love having those conversations. I love it. I love it. That's what they hate about me. Because I can back it up. You need a challenge today. You're itching for a challenge because I gave you the 250. That was never done. Paint a 200-inch screen in 2 quarts of paint a 300-inch. Never done. Can you do the demonstration against Digital One crystal screen paints? Never done. Can you do the challenge against the half and halves? Network Base 773? Never done. Can you do the demonstration of swapping out the projector for 1 year for a 720p projector? Never freaking done. Good gracious. Yeah. Gotta come back in. Let me see. My goodness, when you do a certified screen demonstration, you do more than just 2 screens. Can you use at least 10 certified screens in the fully lit environment? Oh, keep in mind, next time you do the demonstration with the Cinema Grade 5D and any of the Cinema Grade 5Ds or Cinema Grade 3D or 5D, and I forgot what it's called. But anyway, when you do this demonstration, you cannot use that on an Optima projector. You do know that that application for that surface is strictly designed for long throw applications only. Now, if you get the ceiling and light rejection, you can use those because that's designed for short throw applications. But as for the ones you were using, no, you cannot use that with ultra short throw. It clearly states that on the info book or on the title of it. You don't use it with those. We have to explain to people. Also, too, the ceiling light rejection technology by Elite Screens has arrows on the back of them. So basically, those arrows they have for the top and the bottom, which means you have to have that screen turned around where the light can hit it. If you don't, the screens become really dark. So if I ever see you a demonstration, it pops up showing up those screens, and they're coming. And those screens are really bright, by the way. They're very, very bright. So if I ever see a demonstration of someone doing a demonstration against that surface by Elite Screens, and I see that screen coming up dark, we know you got the screen upside down. Because you turn them upside down where the arrows are not pointing in the right direction, they go really, really dark on you. So that's how we'll know you're definitely cheating. It's a long demonstration. He really went in on this one. He went in on this. In on it! Yeah! All right. Let's do the customers' videos for them. I got to be on TikTok, show this stuff off, and yeah. And, oh, look at the bars, look at the bars, look at the bars. The bars are going to be setting up. They're going off. They're activating because I'm talking in the room. See that? That's you can make those. Make those. Now, naysayers, just to let you know, you will never hate it. Never hate it. I love you. You know that I love you. When you this and all that, I love you. I hate you today. Why? When I give you the pleasure of basically upsetting my day with such meaningless, childish comments. No, I don't give the devil that kind of energy at the end of the day. I could give you when I move on. You're always welcome in here. Always welcome in here. Let me see. We're going to be soon designing the LED sound bars. So you're more than welcome to come in, learn something new, take it back with you, set it up. And we're also, too, if you're interested in making some free gray screen paint products, which we give away for free, you can check out our other website. I don't know it by heart, but I'll post it at the bottom, where you can go in and you can make free gray screen paint products. We even want to put the half and halves on there very soon, too. You can make those, too. Those are nice. There you go. Look at this. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, we've had fun. I'm having so much fun. I don't want to go, people. I don't want to go, but I gotta go. We got things to do. I'm gonna be running my Dreamcast off my projection screen floor today too for fun. The weather's not bad. I'm surprised. Yeah, because yesterday it was like really, really crazy. But I think the air out was pretty good. Really nice. All right, let me get out of here because I got to basically come back in and do some short demonstrations on these for the customers. All right, got to go. Thank you all, and God bless. Do 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 do